American Leah Block will join the Williams team and their driver academy and will represent them in F1 Academy in 2024. She will be driving for ART Grand Prix alongside McLaren driver Bianca Bustamante. Now, Leah is 17 years old. She's the daughter of the late, great Ken Block, one of the most recognizable names in all of motorsports. Amanda, we'll start with you, and then we'll bring Esha in here as well. How surprising was this news, and how significant is it having an American on the F1 Academy grid in 2024?
Yeah, I think it was fairly surprising. I don't know that this was leaked or any whispers of this was going on before it was announced. So I think it was a pretty well kept secret. But yeah, I think that having an American on the F1 Academy grid is only a positive thing, just to bring even more eyes, especially now that they've sort of got the broadcast thing sorted out. So I think that it just shows that it'll be a good thing for F1 Academy.
Yeah, I have to agree with Amanda here. It was really surprising finding out about her joining Williams, and as an American bringing more representation to the Formula One Academy. As Amanda said, it's always a great thing. We have Logan Sargent in Formula One bringing American representation there, and you can see what that's done for the American audience. It's always great to have our own representation. And then in Formula One Academy, I think it's going to be really good for the growth of the F1 Academy as well, to have more American representation and to pull in more American audience. So I think it's a great thing overall.
Well, to both of your points, I think it was very surprising to get this news. Obviously, Leah was born into a racing family. She's been racing since she was very, very young, done some karting, and has a little bit of experience in some different disciplines, but most of her experience has been in off-road and rally racing, done some Extreme E as well. That was kind of the path that I was expecting her to take, kind of following in her father's footsteps. Now she's transitioning here to open wheel racing in F1 Academy. But Esha, the question I'll pose to you here is, does somebody with a diverse background in racing like Leah Block has, does that maybe give her a little bit less of a disadvantage compared to some other drivers who might be coming in from a single discipline, now trying to make the switch to single seaters?
Yeah, definitely, Ben. I think that her diverse background really is going to help her to develop better skills when it comes to single seaters. I think that coming from that diverse background, having so many skills, dealing with different sorts of races, different setups, and all that is really going to help her physically deal with like the different skills and challenges that she's going to see in the F1 Academy. And I think that another big important thing to note is the mental challenges that come with driving in single seaters. The pressure that you have on just yourself. And I think that coming from such a diverse background, it's really gonna give her the confidence and the mental strength and toughness, that winner mindset to excel and get really far in the Formula One Academy.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think that her background will only help with her getting adjusted. And her background, she has a very impressive resume. She's had a lot of success in the other categories that she's run in. So I think that while there can be a little bit of a period of adjustment, maybe, I'm sure obviously that's what Williams is there for. That's what uh, ART is there for. So I think that she's surrounded by a bunch of great people who can help her get adjusted to be very competitive.
Well, you should have the point you were making. It's great to see some American representation on the F1 Academy grid next year. And within Williams as well, really starting to see that kind of become a theme of the team with their American investment, and obviously having Logan Sargent as one of their F1 drivers this year. It's a little bit early to be looking ahead. Obviously, we only have a couple of seats confirmed for next year, but let's look at the beginning of the schedule. The first race is in Saudi Arabia, and then the next race weekend will be in Miami. So, Amanda, does having the second race in America play an advantage for Leah Block to get a home race that early in the season for her?
Well, I don't think it would hurt in any way to, be in a time zone that's more familiar, to be surrounded in an area that's probably a little bit more accessible to maybe friends and family, to be supported in that way, and kind of on home turf there, and probably just ease her mind a little bit so she can focus maybe even more on racing.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Amanda here. I think it's going to be advantageous to have the second race be in Miami, and sort of to have it be like a home race for her. However, I feel like there's also the possibility that it could increase the pressure on her to perform better. But I think that overall, in general, it should help her. As Amanda pointed out, her friends and family might be able to support her there more So I think that overall it's going to be a good race for her.